Hello everybody, Tricky Tracy here, and welcome to the first in our video review series. Today's clip's from Shadow Thorn, a gold support main. So straight away we have Ryan being shot caller. This is good. Having some sort of cohesion in the team is going to help as we try to do something at this rank. Okay, staying in behind the shield. This is ideal, yeah. That's good, you know Genji's going to be trying some sort of flank, so we need that little bit extra healing. Okay, we need to heal the Ryan. We need to get... Okay, that's unfortunate. So we retreat now, we get out. So, what's the plan right now? Two of our teammates critical right above us. Winston on top of them. Winston is a particularly fast, agile character, while Zenyatta moves like a granny wearing chainmail. So we really need to get out of here and completely disengage. We can't really help our teammates with the damage that Winston's going to do. We won't be able to outheal that. So we have two options. We run away and let the teammates die, or we commit and try to help kill the Winston. So let's see how this pans out. Okay, that little bit extra healing on Mercy will help, but really we do need to take out the Winston. That's the part here, which you do. But then you go in by yourself. No, four of our teammates are back there, two of which are critical. Don't know where the other two are, or other one is, yourself included. You need to wait with them. This is lost. We can't get the point for this first instance now, so we need to disengage. Yeah, no issue putting some damage in. There, come back. Our Mercy can get to the Ryan, so she should be able to get to him. Okay, small damage in. Healing, good. Okay, stay behind the shield, stay behind it. You should be dead. Granted, maybe you didn't know he was there, but at any other rank, that Reaper will completely destroy you. So you're fortunate now. But your team are on point. We've lost our tank. We either need to commit or disengage. We need to choose very quickly what we're going to do. Okay, now we've won. So it's just clean up duty now. Okay, that's it. Throwing some damage. We've won the fight. No concern. Okay, please kill the... Okay, finally killed the Reaper. And it's just clean up duty now. If we can stagger to Ana, we'd be in a very good position. Which we do. Okay. So we have the point. We have plenty of time for them to actually re-engage. We can just throw some damage in. Make sure everyone's topped off. Which you do, you have a look around. I'm not quite sure what this is. You're in a perfect position. Unless you've heard something that I can't hear on this, there's no reason you should have left the advantageous position you had. Ryan was there. You could have been around the corner. But at the moment, you're providing nothing to the team. So you need to get back out and start providing again. And I see you have about, I'm not sure if we go back to that, you have about 1/3 accuracy. So for every shot you hit, you're missing 2 more, and that's something you really need to work on. That needs to be a lot higher. Okay, this is fine. I prefer us to be on the left hand side, it's less exposed. There was no need for an ult. So you found Reaper on point. Unfortunately, our whole team is distracted by the fact that Mercy is ulted ahead of us, and they're going to force a team fight happen elsewhere. It was good that you identified Reaper in behind, but it's not your job. Even losing the point for a few seconds and waiting for the team to come back and collectively take out Reaper and reset up on point would be better than what I think you're going to do now. Which you die. So now the enemy have a huge advantage. Look, yes, you've taken a Doomfist, but there's a Reaper on point. Reaper has already shown that he's becoming a bit of a nuisance for your team. You didn't need to go in and try to solve that issue yourself. Look, you said to your team, Reaper on point, come back, but that's very unfortunate. Okay, now we can see why he was so eager to bring the team back. So this is fine. Tank and healer dead. We just need to wait here. Okay. No need for Ryan to be taking damage. Just hold on here until everyone's back. Okay. At this stage, you could engage with your ultimate. Now, there's very little communication going on in the team from what I can hear. It mainly seems to be Ryan saying, do this, and the team may be obliging. But you could lead in with your ultimate now. Spam the I have ult, I have Transcendence ready, and lead on in. Because already we can see one of your teammates is critical. If they die, it's another 5v5. EMP has been used. Perfect. No need to use Transcendence. We engage now. Healing isn't your main concern now. You need to put some damage in. Okay, this is fine. The accuracy again needs to be worked on. We were fortunate there. We were exposed. But now we're in a very bad position. Straight away we can see Mercy's dead. Ryan has just died. Teammate critical over there. On our right hand side we have someone on point. We are as good as dead. There's no way we are going to get back out of this. So we can run and hide, or we can just die. Really, with how the team fight's going, just die. Roll over and get back to your team. You can see, consider the help back, and then you thought otherwise. Yeah. Better just to get back to your team now. Okay, we're up to nearly 40% weapon accuracy, which is... it's below 50%. Yeah, and Ryan is starting to struggle with this Reaper, so we do, not perhaps us, but we do need to support him in some way with that. Alright, that was unfortunate. But we're back. Perfect. That could be Mercy's 3rd or 4th res so far. Okay, Ryan is doing what Ryan's do and making nuisance of himself. That's fine. Okay, where are we? We hear something. Perfect. That's fine. Damage in. We should be calling straight away now. We should be calling enemy engaging right side. Top right, enemy. Okay, that's unfortunate. Reaper rated. That's good. Is that the first time you've called out your Discords though? Now obviously if a team isn't communicating too much, you can't even be sure they're in voice chat, or if they are, if they even have headphones on. But you do need to start calling out your Discords a little bit more often. You can't expect your team to realise themselves. Okay, I'm okay with this. We didn't know Grav was coming. That fight could have gone either way. That's the second time you've died to Soldier now. First time, unfortunate. Second time, maybe a bit of bad position. You could have moved back and around the point and still supported your team in the same way. So, this is the sort of situation where you need to decide, what do we need to do? We needed to get back to point a lot quicker there. So perhaps something like Lucio would have been a better decision. This is okay. Take it back in the second round. That's what second rounds are for. Alright, can we scooch forward a small bit, no need to see us destroying the spawn room. And here we are. New team comp. What are we running here? 2 healers, this is fine, 2 tanks, and 2 DPS. So our Sombra has now gone to Ashe. She went to Ashe, I think, a bit earlier in the previous game. And we now have a Pharah. Now, we're all single stacking, so we can't be sure, but Mercy may decide to pocket the Pharah. You see this an awful lot at this level. The issue is, she needs to realise it also to come down. So your job as a healer could become a small bit more difficult now. But we'll find out. Although I do like Pharah on this point. The environmental kill opportunities are perfect. Same can be said for Orisa. Okay, this is the ideal situation. In behind the shield, putting damage in. Just keep doing what you're doing. You had the good sense to put the Orb of Harmony on your teammate there. And again there. But this was a good call. We do need to move forward. I'm glad I'm hearing you becoming the shot caller now. Another good call out. only addition could have been made there was Ryan discorded. Because Ryan out behind is a threat. Discord Ryan behind is an opportunity. Right. That Reaper is quite a pain for us. And there's not much we could have done there.
Can we please get him a creep for the Reaper, dude? It's that easy.
And Orisa, previous Ryan, is right. We do need something that can stop the Reaper, and McCree is a good choice. Flashbang, fan the hammer. Right click. See, as I said earlier on, we have this pocket going on now, which is unfortunate. Orisa's dead. Orisa is in big trouble here, unless we can... Yeah, we managed to push out. 6v4, we have to take point. 6v3, this is game over. We have the point.
Let's get you back in the fight.
Yeah, there's no need to call Hanzo behind, you have it. And that's the difference between that instance and the Reaper behind earlier. You did not have Reaper behind, you definitely had Hanzo. Look, that was a good plan. Even getting some sort of damage in is useful, especially when the enemy are so far behind. Yeah, I'm very fond of this positioning. This is fine. You have line of sight on all your teammates, and you're able to put damage in. Okay, we need to move. We've been spotted by Hanzo, we need to change our positioning. And this is fine. There's health pack over there, your teammate doesn't need it. Okay, enemy are engaging, actually we don't. Again, it'd be very useful if we had known Graviton Surge was coming. But I applaud you waiting out on that one. It was definitely the right decision. And this is perfect, just keep putting some damage in. Hanzo knows he has to go back. Okay, so we knew dragons were coming in. We didn't know exactly from where. We had a good idea of the type of angle that would come in. It would come in from a secluded location and it would go through the point. We also had decided in our mind that we were going to use Transcendence. We should have been moving the second that we heard Hanzo speak. So even if we just go back a few seconds, we should have been moving straight away. And unfortunately, by the time we use Transcendence, we've already lost your teammates. 3. So now this is relatively over, I think. Sorry, it's full charge. Your Mercy is doing an awful lot of healing, but look, that's unfortunate. It's about committing ultimates. And look, clearly you made the right decision not committing the ultimate earlier on when we used our Grav followed by Barrage combo. But in that instance, we should have been a lot quicker. At least we do have Valkyrie. That was brilliant. So this should be game. We need to make sure our teammates are topped off. That's fine. Tracer on you is perfectly fine. And you dispatched her very well. Okay, that is a very good call. Hammond, huge health, also gets huge shield. The fact that he's discorded and everyone knows it is very important. And this has to be it. There is no coming back from this. Bob being sent off the side is very unfortunate, but this is not Ash's review. This is yours.
Alright, that was such a clutch hit, or boop.
I like this. Even if you're not quite sure if Farah's even in the voice chat, just calling it out, and if the off chance to hear it, makes them feel a bit better about themselves. Because clearly Farah is working much better than whatever they were running in the first round. Was it Genji? Yeah, it must have been Genji. Okay, move on to the final point. Is that the Zen cute spray? I suppose it is important if you have it to make sure everyone knows. Okay, Ryan's area. This is good for us. I mean, it's a little bit less healing that we need to do. Not that we can do an awful lot anyway, but it just opens the opportunity for us to do a bit more damage. Hammond discarded. Everyone needs to know. Maybe to you as a Zen, it's obvious that Hammond has the big purple orb over him. But as every other player playing the role, they're not going to take notice of that. They're just going to see a character that maybe can do some damage into, or just going to see a position they can get into. You need to call that out so people can focus Hammond. Because if the enemy loses their tank, you're going to take the point. Instead, Hammond actually took out our Ashe. But Mercy's back again with the reses. Okay, and that was a good call by Orion. We do need to back out now. This is a bad situation for us. But he still goes in. Okay, this is scrappy at best, and there's not much you can do apart from calling your discords first of all, but calling to disengage. It's a 5v6. Hammond is causing a lot of problems for us. Okay, we've committed a lot of ultimates now. We've committed 2 smart ultimates at the same time. Why didn't we push forward? On Transcendence, you should have called, guys, I have Transcendence, everyone's healed, let's move on in, onto point to bring the fight to them. Instead, you pop Transcendence, and we stay pretty much in the same place. I mean, Coalescence was coming above us at that stage, it wasn't actually doing any damage. Okay, that's unfortunate. As support main, I'm sure you know, when you hear Riptire, you're dead. Okay, bit of a change of pace. Right, we show to the point that we do. And you switch to healing perfectly at the right time. I'm not quite sure what that was providing. All we need to do is stay on point. Our healing radius is large enough that we're healing pretty much everyone here. We just need... And Ryan is making a good call again. Which you supplemented by going ahead against his wishes, but to help bring the Zarya back. And that's fine. As long as you know why you're doing it, and you have a plan in your mind why you're moving there, that's fine.
Zarya, come back.
Yep, Zarya's too far ahead. And that's a good call. Right, this is fine. I'm glad you're not going on some crazy flank, because that's the least valuable thing you can do. Yep, we need to hide and heal. That's the plan. Don't remember these mines. You were very fortunate there. Okay, so positioning wise, you were useful in that team fight because you were fortunate enough to stay alive. There are mines out there, we didn't know they were cleared.
Zarya's one.
Okay. This positioning is okay because the whole team is there, but yes, backing up, good call, good call. Let's get back to point and waste out a small while longer. Okay, this is somewhat exposed position, we don't need to be here. Okay, we know Grav isn't going to come for a long time again now. Okay. This is a speculative type of move. Maybe you've got incredible headphones that you heard something going on. I can see what you're going to do, but you're fortunate you weren't flashbanged. Unfortunately, you were knocked into the air and you lost a few seconds of when you needed to get.
Ashe behind.
Ashe is not behind.
Ashe behind.
That is an incorrect call. Now, the team fight is lost, so it's not too important. Ashe is ahead. Our spawn is behind. Their spawn's ahead. Ashe is flanking left-hand side. Okay, look. We lost the fight. We should keep moving. And taxing your teammate forward is useful.
Valkyrie's charging.
Because this stage we just need to get back in, turn the point once, and we win.
Check this out.
So we have some sights. What are our main threats here? Hog ahead of us. We can sit him behind him. He doesn't need all that much healing. Remember, he can press a button to heal 300 health. Our main threat is the fact that Reaper is waiting on point. You can see Reaper standing still is, I suppose when the game is paused, everyone is. Reaper standing still is a threat because he's waiting for something. And Reinhardt's there. We need to go back to our team. Call out, call out, call. Not much needs to be said about that one. Mines do damage.
Yo, kill Reaper, man.
Okay, I'm not sure who's on point because it's not sustainable.
Heroes never die.
We are now very staggered. I appreciate you going in and trying to get with the majority of your team, but we're very staggered there. Not much that could have been done, apart from not running into a minefield. And now it's just desperation running in one at a time.
Let's up the tempo. Time for an encore.
Alright, so what do we learn from that defeat? The main thing was positioning being absolutely key. As the off healer or the main supporting hero, as Zen you need to be a bit more active in your role. You need to call out your discords because that's really what makes a difference as Zenyatta. Discords doing the damage multiplication that they do, it's very important that the entire team knows about that. On the other hand, as Lucio, positioning was an awful lot better. You were a bit more engaged, you called out the team, you helped bring them back as well, bring them back from too far ahead and back from spawn. It is unfortunate that the result went that way, but I think if you just focus a bit more on your positioning and what the plan is whenever you're in a particular position, you'll be able to improve. So thanks very much for listening. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you'd like to submit a video for VOD, there's a link in the description below. Good night.